Percy, 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 the greatest engine in the world. Percy, Percy, his friends with all the boys and girls. Percy is a saddle tank, he trucks everywhere. Sometimes he is cheeky, but he's always fair. He lives in Australia, always trucks around. Can you hear him coming? Listen for the sound. Percy, Percy, greatest engine in the world. Percy, Percy, he stands with all the boys and girls. When he takes all the mail, he is not slow. Turns his little wheels to where he wants to go. Percy's chopping up along the street bend. He is always happy, he's everybody's friend, and every pony's friend. Percy, Percy, the greatest engine in the world. Percy, Percy, he's friends with all the boys and girls. He's the greatest engine in the world.
The boulder of Mount Thurble. On the very top of Mount Thurble stood a big boulder. It had stood alone for a very long time. The narrow gauge engines passed it with worry, thinking that big round rock can't be standing in a dangerous top. Georgie Wood would visit the cliff whenever he visited Mount Thurble Woods. He sometimes thinks it was a threat to him and his friends. One day, he was visiting a holiday shed in Sloping, Maine. Duncan was there. "How's things in Tunner?" he said. "Fine, but there's a boulder that's been standing in the very tops of Mount Thurble. Nobody knows about it formed there because, well, it's when the age of the dinosaurs came." "What are you meaning? Percy told me boulders don't have eyes," said Duncan. "That may be true, but there's something different about this one." One day, the Georgie Wood came to Mount Thurble again. He wondered if he could see what was happening with the boulder. It was raining, and as he looked up, it was standing threateningly. Suddenly, a large slab of rock fell on the line. Georgie was shocked. His driver had some thoughts. "It's best we leave here," he said. "The rain kind of loosened some of that rock." "I think it's Boulder wanting us to spread flock," whispered Georgie. He steamed away. Another hour later, he was to take the pieces of the house Flock lived in to the tip. But when he was about to, Georgie noticed something. "Boulder's moving," he said. "Don't be so daft," said his driver. "It can't." But it could. The big rock ball came rolling down the cliff on the line. Then it started rolling. "Move me, driver! It's rolling along our line." with George steamed very quickly away from the boulder, trying to find a better place to lose it. "We'll stop here until Boulder passes by," said the driver. But it was nowhere to be seen until the driver looked back. "Oh no! It's behind us!" George saw another siding. Quickly, he steamed in it. Boulder thundered past. Duncan was visiting Tyler to meet his brother, but he saw something rolling to him. Boulder was rolling loose. Yikes! He dodged the boulder just in time as it passed and broke the tower. "My word! What's that rock doing, rolling loose?" he exclaimed. "We must warn the yards." "Yes, Duncan, but how?" said wee Georgie. Boulder rounded a bend, and there ahead was Peter Sam. "It's running loose!" he cried. His driver backed him away very quickly. Yikes! Ouch! "Rather smash than a squash," said his driver. Percy was in the Forest Railway, visiting Sloping Main, after waiting for the signalman to set the points. He had a surprise of seeing the boulder rolling in his railway. "Oh no! Not another one!" boulder crashed into the walk bridge. As it stopped, Percy had to clean up the mess. We Georgie Wood, Duncan, and Peter Sam came with the fat controller. He looked at that huge round rock. That was Frog's spirit wanting to make revenge on all of us for taking down the house, he said. So the boulder was taken to someplace else, and the engines prayed for Frog's spirit to move on. It was no use him to get out of control. I don't think he'll be known from us, except we Georgie knows him, because Luna made his grave so he could visit him in secret. He felt guilty of taking his sister part, but it's part of life.
Percy! 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 The greatest engine in the world! Percy! Percy! He's friends with all the boys and girls! Percy is a saddle tank, he trucks everywhere. Sometimes he is cheeky, but he's always fair. He lives in Australia, always trucks around. Can you hear him coming? Listen for the sound. Percy, Percy, the greatest engine in the world. Percy, Percy, he's friends with all the boys and girls. When he takes all the mail, he is not slow. Turns his little wheels to where he wants to go. Percy's chopping up along a steep bend. He is always happy, he's everybody's friend, and every partner's friend. Percy, Percy, the greatest engine in the world. Percy, Percy, he's friends with all the boys and girls. He's the greatest engine in the world.